Hello you guys, it's Naya. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me in chat where I let you guys in on my recent thoughts, dilemmas, theories, all that good stuff. I'm going to be letting y'all get in my business just a little bit, but not too much because keep it pee, keep it hush. I'm playing. Also, disclaimer, if you hear any chatter in the background, those are my roommates talking. So let me change the camera around to a better angle where I can be positioned in front of the mirror and y'all could see. And yeah, if you see me looking off to the side, I have a couple notes just cute, just so I can kind of remember, because I don't know why, like the past few weeks I've been thinking, but maybe it's because like we're leading up to break. Like I leave for break tomorrow and all the thoughts are just accumulating and like summing up for some reason. That's the only way I can like try to describe how it's going in my mind. First things first, like the one thing that I've been really like kind of focused on, not just the action of doing it, but like the actual idea of doing it, and that's reprogramming my mind. I saw this video. I just changed the angle, bear with me. I think I like this angle better. I didn't like the last angle for real. As I was saying, I saw this video and this lady, she was like, nobody told you that in your 20s it's like you have to reparent yourself. And I completely agree. Now I am not, you know, in that era of my life just yet, but I am relating to the concept of reprogramming your mind, you know, like almost reparenting yourself, kind of realizing and reflecting on the past years and like my past habits and kind of trying to figure out where they derived from, like my tendencies. Like, and when I say like these habits or tendencies, like honestly it's with the connotation that they are negative and that I don't want these habits anymore. But the type of person I am, I always have to get to the root of the cause, the root of the topic, whatever it is. Like I have to do my research. So it's just in my nature to try to figure out where these negative and unwanted habits and feelings are derived from. But it's not only just the fact that I want to do better, that natural human want to grow and evolve as a person, but it's also like some habits I'm realizing like this is just not aligning with who my future self is to be. Like, let me try to think of an example. I can't think of an example. This just kind of stems from my overthinking. I'm definitely an overthinker and overanalyzer, I would say. Mostly it's really like, or at least recently, it's been like an overanalyzation of my thoughts. Like what I'm learning is that you are not your thoughts, you are just the observer of those thoughts. And trust, it's definitely going to be a process. I'm at the start of it right now, but I'm really trying to understand that concept, because at the end of the day, like I don't want to sit here and ponder on a thought that's not even reality. Like, why am I so, like, I want to be present and in the moment and able to enjoy and remember every moment that I have, but I can't do that if I'm sitting and thinking about a thought that was triggered by something someone did in the moment, you know? Not saying like people just trigger me back to back, no, but certain things happening can cause you to think certain things. So the way I've been learning it is pretty much, like I said, you are not your thoughts, you are just the observer of your thoughts. One example, or like kind of analogy almost, that this one girl used, she was like, okay, think about it. Let's say you have a thought. You were there before that thought, right? And actually, this was just today when I saw this video. It was a TikTok. She was like, you were there before your thought, right? And you're here now after that thought is gone, right? So it just goes to show you are bigger than your thoughts. I had to turn on the lights because it's starting to get dark outside. It's actually 7 p.m. Like, it used to get dark. It used to be dark by 7 p.m. I'm so glad that things are changing. She was just saying you are bigger than your thoughts, and you are not your thoughts. Like, you see, you're still here in the present. If you were your thoughts, you would be gone, because technically that thought is gone. So I was like, it low-key clicked for me. I was like, wait a minute. Because the mindset that I had was, I'm thinking them. So are they not me? Do they not derive from something deep down in me, within me? Like, that was my theory. That's how I kind of digested my thoughts. But then seeing it that way also means that it's like, if you have this negative thought, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna jump off this cliff. Like, that's literally just a thought. Oh, I'm gonna jump out the window, I'll jump off this cliff. That doesn't mean that's you. Like, I would never do that. Ever. You know? But for some reason, I'm thinking this. But if I know that I would never do that, if I know that doesn't align with me, why? It's almost like I was making it align with me. And it's like, no. It's just not that. You are not your thoughts. And while I'm saying this and hoping that it helps you guys in a way, I'm also saying it to myself, because baby, like I said, it's a journey. And I just saw that video today. I didn't just start working on it today, but I just saw that video today. So I'm like, a long way to go. But it's only up from here, so I'm not even worried. If you know the YouTuber Leah Alexander, in one of her videos, it wasn't her recent video, I don't think. In one of her videos, she said, you don't have to subscribe to thoughts, ideas, or anything that does not align with the reality that you desire for yourself. And that just changed my whole perspective as well, because it's like, wait, I really don't. This is what they mean when they say, this is my world. It's literally just you in this world. If you guys get what I mean. Another video I saw today is just like, oof. Today has been a great day, honestly. But another video that I saw today was this lady, and the video was a seminar, and the title was, watch this woman go from chasing to being chased in 30 minutes. So of course, you know, they got me with the title. That was their goal, for people to be interested. Like, what do you mean she's being chased? What do you mean she's chasing? Because literally, babes, what do you mean you're chasing? You don't chase, you attract. What belongs to you will simply find you. Anyways, so I decided to watch the video, and pretty much it's a guy, I forgot his name because he posted on his channel. He's doing like a seminar type thing, class, and this lady, she gives like her own testimony or says something, and if I can recall the question correctly, or the statement, she's saying like, why do I keep attracting men that need fixing? And I kind of related to that in a sense, not because I attract men that need fixing, but more so I attract people that need fixing. Whether it's like me trying, like actively trying to help them because they're my friend, or just because I'm their friend and I'm realizing, dang, you need a lot of fixing. Like, everybody needs fixing, but you need some that I'm not ready to stick through while you sort that out, because you're treating me like a bad friend. Like, this is not how friends treat each other. She was saying that as she was younger, well, she was saying it stemmed from her childhood. So then I really try to sit back and think, because my childhood was great. Of course, everybody has their challenges, but I want to say that my childhood was good. I was a different child, okay? I was not as poised. I was not as calm, but who was? And essentially, it was like her worth was tied to, she realized she started tying her worth to helping people and to what she has done for people. And in a sense, I kind of related to that because I kind of felt like if I'm helping somebody, I have a purpose. If I'm helping somebody, like I am doing them service. And in her example, she felt like if she was helping the men that came into her life, that they would love her. And like I said, it stemmed from her childhood where she felt like her mother felt like she had conditional love, which I don't relate in that sense, not even trying to like be like that. The point I'm trying to get at is the fact that it all stemmed from her childhood. So of course instantly I reflect and I'm like, okay, why am I like this? Because in some parts I relate. I feel like I've always been Miss Fixer Upper, Miss trying to help others, trying to save the world. And in a way, like if I want to look back at it in my childhood, my mom is that way. She just wants to help any and everybody if she can, but at the same time, in some ways she drains herself. So I'm sure a lot of people, a lot of women especially, can relate because by nature we are nurturers. We're told that we're supposed to nurture, and like they say, there's no love like a mother's love. Like as women, we are in a way centered around love, centered around giving and nurturing, and you know, essentially that is our role. So I feel like a lot of women can relate to that, can relate to always feeling the need to fix somebody. But it's like, why do I need to fix you so that you can be with me? Like, no, fix yourself if you want to be with me at the end of the day. But that's really just besides the point, because as I said, like, this happens in friendships. Like, I can't tell you, like, there's nothing like a friendship where you feel like you're being the therapist. And at times in friendships, you do play the therapist because you're there. Or if it's gonna be therapy, it's therapy for both of you guys. At one point, it was not therapy. It started to get old in the past. Like in my past friendships, yeah, it started to get old. Either one, like recognizing the behavior that you need to constantly fix. It's like, ugh, grow up. Like, why can't you realize that what you're doing is not correct? Or it's just been like, I'm tired of just hearing it. I know I'm not hearing it because you're just trying to get it out. Because I understand that. I am that type of person where I just need to get it out, get it out, get it out. It's like it's like for some reason you'll realize with those type of people, they come up every time they talk to you about the situation, they start coming up with new problems. Like all of a sudden now the person that they're talking about is narcissistic. Now all of a sudden they're this, now they're that. No, if you really wanted to talk about it, you know, just to get it out, like you're not gonna be making up essentially problems, new issues. Like you wouldn't believe, y'all, you wouldn't believe how people act sometimes. Like there's a difference, because also in a friendship everything is mutual. Like for the most part, the way I view relationships in life, or most of my like friendships, it's like 50-50, but it can also be 80-20, but it also can be 15. Like, why did I do this to myself? It can also be 15-85. It can be on either sides of the playing field. I don't like to keep score. I don't like to keep tabs. I don't like to count favors. If I got you, if you got me, I got you. And if you don't got me, then I just don't got you. Like, not in that same way. My birthday is coming up. It's actually in April. If you guys remember, I did like a birthday prep type vlog. So if you remember that, if you have stayed down since then, I love you. But you'll also remember that it's in April, and it's March 13th. My birthday is about a month away. I'm so excited. At the same time, I'm in college. Like, I'm not really around family. I'm around my friends, and that's cool and all, but I just don't know what to do now. Like, I feel like I don't know. I don't want to do a birthday dinner. Like, I probably will end up doing a birthday dinner if anything. But I really don't want to, only because I just feel like they're just so chaotic. Or if it's going to be a birthday dinner, it's going to be very intimate, like a couple of people. Because I just don't like that. Like, I understand, like, it wasn't only until like I started getting older and like seeing like the debates on social media where I realized that people not paying for other people's food was a common thing. I'm thinking like, because every birthday dinner that I've had, it's either like maybe you'll bring like a couple dollars, maybe I'll tell everybody to bring $10, and you know, luckily my parents would just pay the rest, like pay the rest of the bill. So if you invite 5-6 people and the bill is said number and they all have $50-$60, like it's a constant fee, you know, like it's a standard rate, and people don't have to be figuring out like I went just on like a dinner like a couple months ago, and even just it was just so exhausting, so tiring, trying to figure out like, oh, but what about tax, but oh, what about this, but oh, what about that. Everybody's on different levels of math, everybody's trying to understand. And you know, I am a math type of brain, like my brain loves math, but that math, oh baby, no, I don't want to do it. I just don't. I genuinely and honestly just don't want to deal with it. Like, that's just not for me. Hold on, pause real quick, guys. I'm gonna like, I don't have pink blush, so I'm gonna try and make it by mixing this red. This is Fruit Snack, I believe, the Fenty one. Yeah, Fruit Snacks with the Z at the end. And then I'm gonna mix this Milani concealer, the one that I actually put on the inside, and this is in the shade 110 Nude Ivory. So I'm gonna just, concealer is pretty pigmented, so I'm gonna just put like that much. Let's see if it makes pink. Do y'all think my theory is gonna be correct? My hypothesis. Okay. Girls in STEM, am I right? It kind of worked, but not in the way that I thought. Because also, this is lip gloss, so it's not the same consistency, the same thing as concealer. Okay, that's cute. That's light. Like, if you want a really light blush, or like if your blush is very pigmented and you just kind of want to even it out a little bit. Oh yes, I'm loving that. I don't know, that's very like demure, elegant, classy, all of the above. I don't know, it's just so cute. I'm just always used to like paying for the whole dinner. Like, I think my first birthday dinner was like at American Girl, my first birthday dinner or thing of that sort, and literally like my parents paid for it all, because you know, like, we're all kids at that age, so I guess that just set the standard for me, and I just thought that that was the standard until I started realizing that that's not the standard for a lot of people. People don't pay for other people for birthday dinners, and okay, rightfully so, no judgment. So I've kind of had to conform to that culture, and I don't like it. I don't like. One time I was invited to a birthday dinner with 20 people. I kid you not. Like 20. It might have been a little bit more, but it was about 20 people, y'all. I didn't end up going due to the weather, but I was like, how are we gonna figure it out? We ended up like beforehand in the group chat, they split us up into like little teams so that everybody just pays the money to like this one person. So we had like 3-4 teams, and then everybody sends like all the leaders of that team send the money to somebody else. Whoa, like that's just, it's just too much. It's too much. It hurts my brain. I don't want to think it's my birthday. No. But one thing I am looking forward to is getting a tattoo. I really want to get a tattoo. I have been wanting to get a tattoo for the longest. If you don't know, I currently have 3 tattoos, and I want to get this one on my back. I have flowers currently on my back on the left side, and they're just like, they're fine lining with a little bit of shading. They're in red too. They're real cute. I got it last summer, and I think I want to get, actually I'm not gonna tell you guys what I want to get because it's just against who I am. Just kidding. I don't really like saying my plans for real, but just know, hopefully I can get a tattoo. I really want to get one, and just know it's gonna be meaningful. That's also another reason why I don't want, like, I'm gonna share it with you guys after the fact if it ends up happening. But also saying something like, oh, you want to do something or something, and then you end up not doing it, that's just gonna make me look silly, isn't it? But who cares? Things happen, so what? So recently I went to a Darty. Tuesday, actually, I went to a Darty, and if you don't know, that's a day party, and it was at Howard. And if you know, Howard is a HBCU. If you don't know, UMD is a PWI. So 2 different cultures. Well, I honestly know that anytime, because my friend goes to Howard, anytime I go to Howard, it's honestly so refreshing. It's so refreshing to see more people of color. I don't know, I guess in my high school, I took that for granted. But it's just so refreshing seeing more people that are like me. I hope that's not offensive, because I don't want to, I'm gonna tread lightly on this one. I'm gonna tread lightly because I'm not trying to offend anyone. As a mixed gal, I'm not trying to offend anyone. Trust. Let me touch back on the video that I was talking about earlier, because I just remember this. So also within the video, the lady, she was saying like her situationship got her strawberries for Valentine's Day after she told him she wanted flowers, candy, and like a stuffed animal or something of that sort, right? He got her strawberries. Remember, she said she wanted flowers, candy, and a stuffed animal. So he got her nothing that she wanted, but of course, like, she was grateful. But she's just kind of like, why would you do that? She ended up playing the good girl, as they call it in the video, because she just kind of like was quiet about it, sat back, didn't really like express too much about it. And I'm saying all that to say, it just made me realize how far I've come from the habits that I used to have. I know that the old me probably would have been like that, because what I see in people is potential, and I understand that everybody makes mistakes. I understand that nobody's perfect, and I understand that we're all human. And I used to feel like if I would want another chance in this situation, so why would I be wrong for giving this friend another chance? I'll be thinking like, okay, like, I apologize. They apologized to me, and it's like, who am I not to forgive somebody? So who am I to act as if I'm higher than them to not forgive them? But what I realized is that, why do you have to accept somebody's BS? You don't. You don't have to if you don't want to. And that doesn't mean that you're saying that they're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're saying that they don't make mistakes, that we're not human, that's not saying you're better than them. It's just saying, I don't want to deal with your BS no more. I'm tired of it. I can't do it. I can't. And then another thing I also realized is like everything in life is going to be hard. Everything good is going to be hard at some point. It's going to be difficult. My dad always told me nothing in life comes easy. So I'm thinking like, okay, if they're putting up a struggle, or if we're facing struggles in this friendship, or if we're facing struggles in whatever it is, whatever I am to you, then it's okay, because we can talk about this once we make it through this. But it's like, what is giving me hope that we're gonna get through this? There's no way that the mistakes they're making in this current moment, the struggles that y'all are facing because of what they're doing, there's no way that that's giving you hope that there's gonna be a future, that there's gonna be this dream, this reality that you wanted. I just don't know how I used to think sometimes. Like, literally, sometimes I'm always in a state of reflection. I'm always willing to reflect and look back on my rights, my wrongs, everything. Because what was I thinking for real? Y'all ever have those moments where you're like, what am I really thinking? Like, why would I ever want to put myself through that? But I guess it was just my fear of being told, like, oh, you think you're better. Because I've been told that before. I've been told you're bougie. I've been told, like, you think you're too good. I've been told you think you're up here. And it's not that. But at the same time, why don't you think you're up here? In fact, it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me and the person who I see for myself and the person who I want to be in the future. Like, and the person who I am going to embody now. We can't just be stuck in the future. We can't just be like, oh, imagine who I'm going to be when I have this. Imagine who I'm going to be with this and this and this. Why aren't you appreciating yourself now? How do you ever expect to get to that point if you don't appreciate who you are now? Like, I love who I am right now. But that doesn't mean I don't want more for myself. That doesn't mean I don't want to still be at the top. Like, you know, like, and I encourage everybody to think that way. I encourage you to think that you're up here. I encourage everybody to think that they're that girl, because I promise you, half of these issues, half of these friendship breakups, half these problems and this like toxic culture between girl friendships would not happen if everybody thought that they were up here. I guarantee. And same with like my future man. Like, I need him to think he's up there too. Not too much though, because y'all ever met a guy that just knows he looks good, that just knows he's the ish? He acts like one prissy, you know what? They like, those are low-key the type that think they're the prize, which is just baffling to me, because never in my mind do I think the prize and I think a man. Never. I need my man to think he is up there too. I need that confidence. I don't want nobody insecure. Like, who does? Who really does? And an insecure man is not gonna guide you and lead you anywhere. Not that I need a man to lead me, trust. But an insecure man will just bring you down. I need somebody who gon' meet me at the top. Who's out there for me? You did your ish, Drake. You did your big one, okay? Yeah. I go say, I need somebody who gon' meet me at the top. It's like, no matter what stage of life I've been in, no matter like what my wrong thought processes have been at the time, that's always been my mindset. I need my man to meet me at the top. Like, I need you to have something going for yourself as well. A lot going for yourself. Okay, I need you to have that drive, that want to be better. If anything, that want to be better for me. If you're not with me, you against me. As my man, if you're not with me, you're against me. You're against me. And that's the mindset that I'm just sticking to. What do you mean? What do you mean she asked for flowers, candy, and a stuffed animal? What do you mean she asked? What do you mean she asked? Much less, you got her something that she didn't even ask for. Y'all men don't be liking you. But we're not gonna get into that. In my opinion, he's really against her or something. Because he's definitely not with her. At the end of the day, it's all or nothing around here. And it's real strict. Real strict. Y'all need to start being stricter for real. And trust, I'm not judging if you're not at the point where you're like, damn, I'm not strict. I'm not judging. Because actually, I was always strict. Always with my standards. But some things I definitely could have been stricter on. And that's okay. Why are y'all not strict with who you're letting into your life? Like my new motto is just continue to get prettier. I look crazy. Get prettier, hotter, smarter, and even meaner to these men. Okay? Really to these boys. They're not men yet. They're really not. And they're not public enemy number one. So I'm not saying this to say I hate men. No. I don't hate men. I don't. If y'all have any good lip liner recommendations, like I like lip liners like this. It looks like a cold brown, a brown with a cold undertone. I don't like brown with warm undertones that are red, or browns with neutral undertones. That's what I also like. I like browns with neutral undertones. What did y'all think about what did you guys think about Drake and Party's new album? Because me personally, my roommate and I, also by the way, if y'all don't know, the girl that be with me in like most of my videos, the girl that was with me in the last video, if you go to like towards the end of the last video, but even all throughout that video, that's my roommate. It was really questionable at first, especially when I heard Nokia, when I heard Give Me a Hug, when I heard, what's the other one? I want to meet your padre, something like that. And then the other one with like Ice Spice's voice in the background. Or is that one of the songs I mentioned already? I don't know. I just did not like it. Like, how can you have such cool, vibey songs and then you have who's calling my phone? But it's growing on me. Now it's growing on me. Instantly though, when I heard the song, I was like, bro, they're gonna play this at every single, like, they're gonna play this everywhere. Just like how they were playing God's Plan everywhere. Yeah. And I just feel like Drake maybe needed to get that out of his system. So, you know, so be it, I guess. But I wasn't a fan of it. Some parts of it, like the TikTok dance, as soon as the song hits TikTok, then that's when it's catchy. Who's calling my phone? Who's calling my phone? Is it Is it I don't know the actual for real lyrics, but other than that, it was like I thought the album was a little iffy at first. It definitely had some good songs. Of course, Deeper was released partially for the longest. Crying and Chanel was too. So I kind of somewhat knew those, but then like a couple days after, I just could not stop listening to. Like, I kid you not, as I would be walking to classes, that's all I would listen to. And I was like, what's going on? Like, why do it? Like, I never want to listen to a song like that. Like, ever since, I want to say Still Over It by Summer Walker. Either Still Over It or... yeah, either Still Over It or Voice of the Heroes. The Lil Baby and Lil Durk album. It's always the combo albums for real. That do it for me, I guess. I haven't listened to a song or to an album like that since those albums. So I was like, what's going on? And then I see everybody, they're saying pretty much the same thing, that they've been listening to it since it came out, like nonstop on repeat. I was like, okay, they had to done some type of like, did they put a subliminal in here that said you want to listen to me all the time, you're addicted to it? I don't know. It was just something different. And I really started to love it. I'm really starting to like Rendezvous right now, but I just felt like I knew all the Party Next Door songs ever in the world, except for maybe, you know, a couple. And I guess Rendezvous was a part of that couple. I love Rendezvous. Rendezvous is like my new, it's my new song. Like, for the people that love Party, everybody has their different love, because I refuse to admit that people love Party the way I do. But there's just something about it, like you just want to just unwind and relax, and you're just living the life. That's just how I feel when I listen to his music. I feel this sense of like luxury. I don't know. Lil Baby's album too, I just recently started like listening to it again. All that I can think in my head recently is Off a Little Bit, I Got Loose Screws, You Miss Me and I Miss You Too. Literally all I've been listening to as well. He did his big one with that album too. Due for a Win. Love me some Due for a Win. Oop, that's a little heavy. Like, line. What's coming up from? Let's rub it in. Ooh, ooh. What time does the light close? 9? I'm gonna just go at 9 then. Pray for better days. Now nigga, rich out pain. Now nigga, rich out pain. Rich out pain. Rich out pain. Now nigga, rich out pain. Rich out pain. Rich out pain. Rich out pain. Alright, you guys, so that is the end of this video. And my camera is low-key about to overheat, so I want to make this fast. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.